You're listening to Bionicle Commentary Central, your central location for Bionicle and brick-based discussion.
Today is Wednesday, September the 7th. I believe this is the first podcast of September. September the 7th.
Oh, it is.
2016. And you are listening to episode 68 of the Bionicle Commentary Central podcast. I'm Ford, and I just started school today for the fall's 2016 semester. And I believe Glenda, who is here with me, just started a few days ago? Or was it last week?
I started Monday last week. And I've been enjoying it so far.
Yeah, I really enjoyed my first day. But LQ, who is also here with us, isn't starting until like the
3 weeks about.
Yeah, like the 23rd or something like that.
26th is my first class
close.
of this quarter.
Yeah, he gets to wait because he has some special school schedule.
It's the last year we're still on quarters at my college, though, so yeah. I have a short summer next year because we have the later starting summer of quarter system and then the earlier starting summer of the semester system.
You mean the early starting semester?
Yeah, that.
Okay, then.
You just have a weird schedule.
Yeah.
Well, this is like more of a classical schedule, actually. All colleges used to be on quarters.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
and it
know.
used to be school in general didn't start until mid to late September. It's only recently that some schools are starting in August for some reason.
Yeah, I think
that that's just
too
sad.
Early, but that's beside
my school
it has to be at least after
August.
Labor Day.
That's also my philosophy on it, and I'm very
well.
annoyed
It definitely
that.
has to be after.
Though growing up,
started
I
in
never
August.
had summers ever. I did school all through the summer, except for this year's the first year I didn't do school during the summer.
Really?
Oh, that must have been nice.
I mean, I kind of sort of do school during the summer, but
It wasn't even like that. We did everything full force during the summer.
I remember in high school they would give us summer work packets, and we'd have to do them before entering into the next grade because we'd have a test on it after doing them and entering into the next grade, and it would not be fun. Because,
like, how much work?
Well, they'd give you, like, a 25-page packet for, like, math or something like that. Or maybe give you, like, a summer reading journal thing to do. Which, I don't think we ever actually did anything for the summer reading. But for the math, we had, like, a small little review. And then they just kind of, like, threatened us with a test. Like, I think that the test was just so that we didn't, like, forget anything or forget about it.
I'm sure there's still people who didn't do it.
Yeah, there were still people who didn't do it. I'd be that person who would get it done 1 week after leaving school.
See, I would have to do that too. I can't just have the work sitting there all summer.
Yeah, because then I forget, and it's like, ugh, I'm not going to try and, like,
it would just,
rough
like,
this later on.
cause me so much stress to know I have that work hanging over it.
Yeah. I just get it done as soon as possible.
I usually just get it done as soon as possible because I know I'm going to be too lazy to do it later.
Exactly.
And I know I'm never going to get around to it if I don't get around to it.
So on the topic of laziness, hear about the new Death Star?
Oh. But weren't we supposed to stop doing transitions like that, Ford?
I didn't say speaking of.
Okay, you didn't say speaking of. Okay, fine. All right, we touched on this last week.
Yeah,
I've had more time to look at it since then, and I'm much more angry than I was.
So, best thing about it is pretty much unanimous. The minifigs.
All right, just a quick recap for those who don't know, if you've been living
Who
under a rock or
doesn't
something.
know?
The Death Star was re-released with some minor updates. The main thing of note being all new minifigures. I think there are 2 more minifigures, weren't there?
Yeah, like 2 more in head count, that is.
But yeah, it's basically the exact same build as we've got, except it's not different. It's the
They
price
added
tag.
some cheese slopes, guys.
You see, if you're wondering what cheese slopes were, like I was, or us cheese slopes are, like I was when Ford told me this. Apparently, they're the one
Wait,
stud
you really
slope
didn't know?
pieces. I'd never heard them call cheese
Have you
slopes.
seen the Lego movie?
Did they call them cheese slopes
Yes,
in
they
the Lego
do.
movie?
They call them
Really?
cheese slopes and macaroni wedges. Like they use Avon.
I do
and
not
it's great.
remember any of that.
You see, Ford, here's the problem is I've spent not much time in the system community over my life. I've only been in the construction community.
That's basically
I've
and
all.
they don't
barely
use
even been
names
in
for
that.
that.
They're used in the construction community. I use at least like 2 on my self mock.
Well, I'm also not a big mocker.
That's true.
Speaking of that, go check out Makuta, Master of New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I tried to.
It's my
like,
entry to the Makuta
that one,
contest.
Hey,
and the problem
hey.
is that Lego.com would not let me because it said I had to be at least 13.
Aw.
You are 13.
No, I'm not.
I
Sure
mean, you're
you're
older than
not.
13.
Yes, I know I'm
You know,
older than
you're-
13, but evidently Lego.com does not think so, and I'm unable to convince it otherwise. I have no clue how to input
Well,
my age,
at least
my
you
actual
So I guess you
age.
didn't enter the contest then?
at least you made one. That counts, right?
And I can't like any other ones. I can't even comment because I'm not 13.
That's dumb.
Do you check the birthday on your account settings?
My birthday doesn't specify my birth date, I guess, and I'm sure I did.
Oh, that's probably
I'm
why.
quite positive I did not say that I was younger than 13. And I made that account over a year ago, so I definitely did not say that I was 12 or younger. It's just bizarre.
Also, Makuta Shadow Realm King. Vote for him.
I
Yeah.
would
Oh,
if
is
I
that
could,
what you're...
but
I never read... I
can't.
literally looked at the pictures, Ford, because I saw it that day we were flipping through the pictures again.
Yeah,
So we didn't spend too much time on it.
yeah, because you had already seen it like multiple times.
We don't spend too much time when we were looking through them. We gotta do one final go-through now that the contest is closed.
Oh man, it's gonna be fun.
Though I did realize a lot of the good ones came last.
Well,
True.
I think that's
Because
because
a lot of people
so many
wait.
people would put more time
Of course,
into
I
it.
spent like 2 or 3 weeks on mine, so I'm like, okay, that's okay.
I spent like 4 hours on mine, but I just put off posting it for a long time.
Also,
I put
Look,
like 0
just
hours
to
into
clarify,
it because I
I'm
didn't
not
post
expecting to
one
win
time.
this contest. This is just my,
hey,
like,
Hey, boss man, you're
random
telling
point.
me not to use speaking of, yet you did before.
When did I use it?
Speaking of, vote for Makuta Mass New York.
Darn. Okay, bye, guys.
Back to Death Starring.
Speaking of New York, the Death Star.
Yes.
I know I'm
and
not
how it
supposed to
should
say
die,
speaking of, but it was for the sake of a joke.
Pretty much.
Ford hates New Yorkers.
I do not.
Confirmed.
Can we not do the blah 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 hates blah blah blah?
No, it's more like.
Well, since
Ford
you asked me
hates
not
blah,
to do
blah,
it,
blah.
now I've got to do it.
And I do not.
No, it's more
I do not.
Ford hates blah blah blah. Insert my turn here is racist / whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, we didn't go there to that joke. We just hit Ford hates New York.
But I
I'm
still
simply
hate Comic-Con.
commenting on
Probably
the
because they're
common
rude.
trend.
I never said that.
No, we had
never-
a Tom Turner racist thing for a
I
while.
never
You said New York should be destroyed like the Death Star.
No, I never.
Yeah.
Those words.
You
You're
implied
putting words
it.
in my mouth.
You implied it,
You are
Ford.
putting words in my mouth.
But what's worse, putting words in someone's mouth or implying something like destroying New York?
What if you put the words
So
in
the
someone's
Death
mouth?
Star.
In all seriousness, the minifigures are pretty
Yes.
cool. All of them have leg printing and stuff, but
Is it?
I would still be. You see, I'd be fine if it almost. I'd even be fine if it was $450 instead of $400.
No.
Because prices
it's
went up and stuff.
500.
I know, but yeah, it's $500, and who's gonna?
What kid is gonna want
I'm-
this and then have their
Well, I
parents
mean,
actually
kid
buy
will
it?
want
I just
it
found
and
an
get it.
I mean,
original
like,
Death Star
kids are
on
gonna
eBay
love
for
it. But who's gonna buy it?
$2,600.
400 is always already at the point. It's what was that, Glenda?
I said I just found an original Lego Death Star for $2,600 on eBay.
Which one was that? The one like the Ultra Collector series, the Death Star 2?
I think so.
Because that one is cool. That one's my favorite Death
Yeah,
Star.
the one with,
like how it's
that's
half
actually,
finished and stuff.
detailed. But like,
Yeah.
at least if you're gonna raise up the piece count as well as the price, why not add some
Yeah, that
kind of a
is the-
shell?
Okay, there's another one here for like
Yeah, that's one of my all-time favorite Lego sets,
almost
actually, even though I've never had it.
$9,000.
But,
But I
like-
think I found the most expensive one on the market.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
no,
but,
there's a
like,
more
add a
expensive one for
shell.
$5,000.
It probably wouldn't be that hard. and you could still add all the details to it. But
Darn,
I feel
this
like
thing's expensive.
just adding random little details just doesn't work for a set this size.
It doesn't, and like I said, 400 is already at a point where I'd buy a lot of other sets first. I'd buy two $200 sets before I bought a $400 set.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna buy a $500 set.
Me neither. It's just not
I'm not one of those people who I'd say I would have even considered buying it someday for $400. Honestly,
like just lower
like
the
a
price,
big purchase.
TLG. Lower the price, please.
We'll see how this sells. I guess
I
selling
know
will
I'm not going to buy
prove...
one because I don't buy Lego sets of that price, even for something that big.
Mm-hmm.
You see, if I had a better job and I had more money, I would like once a year buy something up there.
Yeah, same.
Like I said, I think I've talked to you guys about how I want to get into modular buildings.
Yes, you have.
Modular buildings and the Temple of Air Jitsu.
Oh, did I ever tell you guys about the time that I almost got the Chinese theater?
Yeah, you did tell me
Oh,
about it.
okay.
You did it on podcast, I think.
It was probably on a previous podcast, but
I don't remember what episode that was, though.
Hearing it, but
Okay, I went to California on a school trip, and I had enough money to buy the Chinese theater, because I thought, hey, I'm here in California, the Chinese theater is in California, so why don't I buy that? And at the time, they were still doing the Lego movie promotion, where you got a poster, like a minifig scale poster of the Lego movie poster, as a sticker to put onto the set.
that's cool.
And then I thought, oh, why don't I then make like a few minifigures to like represent my family, and then I can build this set and then have my family be there because I already have a sig fig. But I only got to build the minifigs because they didn't have any of the Chinese theater.
Huh.
And I still haven't gotten it to this day. And kills me.
I really do like the Chinese theater. It's one of my favorite ones.
Yeah.
What was the other one? I don't know if this one's still in stock anymore. The Green Grocer is a pretty cool one.
I really like the detective's office. I
love the
love
detective's
that
office.
concept. Like just the look of it and like all the in jokes.
I love like the window printing is great too.
Yeah, and the whole like playability, like quote unquote playability thing with the Prohibition era kind of thing with the candy
Gangsters.
Yeah. And then he's trying to like catch the suspect, but they all look the same because they all have the same face, but he just had to find the one with the hat.
Oh, the Firehouse. Firehouse is probably like my number 3.
Yeah.
I like Brick.
The bank was really good this year too. That was a really good one.
The bank was good, but it's not one of my favorites.
And I like how it had like the laundromat and you could money laundering through the laundromat.
No, I'm looking them up on the Lego shop now. Where do they keep
Oh yeah,
these?
and they updated the Lego shop.
Yeah, they did update the
it's
Lego
like-
shop. I'm trying to find out how to navigate it.
We haven't really navigated it too much, so maybe we'll let you know
I just
later.
found out about it just before this podcast.
Yeah.
I'm not
It
very
happened,
connected
like-
to the
I think
Lego
it just happened
community at all,
yesterday.
as I've expressed before, so a lot of this is actually new to me, which is why I'm not talking very much.
Yeah.
This is why we read the itinerary ahead of time.
I did read the itinerary ahead of time, and I looked at the Death Star.
Yeah.
But did you not do research?
I didn't know that doing research on this would involve going into
Being on a
detective
podcast.
stores.
What? It doesn't involve going to detective
And yet
stores.
you
These are
guys
just
started talking
sets.
about detective stores.
Yeah, and that's a set.
That's a
Exactly.
set.
So,
It's a modular building. There's the bank. Yeah, the bank just something seems a bit blander to me than other sets.
eh.
You know what I find was really popular at Brick Fair is the Emporium. People love to
The Grand
use
Emporium.
that one. Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, people love to
Here's the Palace
customize
Cinema.
that one.
Whoa, the Palace Cinema is only $150.
Yeah, that's why I wanted it.
That's a nice value.
Or yeah, it's called the Palace Cinema. That's why I wanted it because it was only like $150 at the time. And
I really like
I
this
even
set.
we had to fly in, of course,
Mm-hmm.
because driving is ridiculous, especially cross country. And I even got dimensions of the box, and it fit perfectly in my suitcase.
Oh, that's
You got
cool.
dimensions?
Yeah, I got the dimensions of the box from like some website, I forget what. But it would have fitted fit perfectly in my suitcase. Like, I had it all set, and then I go to that store, the Lego store in downtown Disney, because we were in Disneyland, and they didn't have it. I was just heartbroken.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I mean, it is kind of common sense they wouldn't have all of them in stock because they're so big and
They
probably
had
don't
a
sell
bunch
too
of
often.
the Back to the Future
Oh, I
sets
love
at
how
the
the
time.
pool hall
Dating
sign
myself.
on this. And the window printing's just so great. The detective office is actually probably what I get first.
Yeah, it's so smart, you know?
Mm-hmm. Barbershop, so cool. I love the era it has.
So, there's this guy named Parakeet,
Parakeet?
and he makes Parecki or whatever, and he makes animations that are MNOG style. His most recent one is called Trial by Tahu, and it is phenomenal. If you've seen it,
Yeah,
It really
I first saw this on Twitter and I didn't think.
if
too
you
much
haven't
of
seen
honestly,
it,
but-
we should probably like put a link in the description or something of
Yeah.
this.
yeah, we'll
video.
put a link in the description.
If you haven't seen it, you need to. It's like an
I-
18-minute long animation. There is reading involved, so brush up on
Yeah,
your
when I
reading
told
skills,
Ford about this
children.
yesterday, he was like, "I have to read." Really?
And then I watched it and I really enjoyed it.
I watched it and
It was
probably
surprising.
binge watched the rest of his
I-
videos.
see-
And I realized I'd seen one of them before, but I didn't remember where from.
Yeah, I need to watch all of his videos because this is like
You
really
see,
amazing.
the first few minutes of the video, I actually wasn't too sure. I started watching it once, and then nothing really happens in the first couple minutes. So I got a bit bored, and I didn't come back. Then everyone was talking about it. I'm like, oh, right, I'll give this another shot. And it gets really good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It gets to the point where it's like, I can see where Boss Man can connect with this.
What? Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
Well, like, I can only imagine what you think of all of us in the behind the scenes.
Oh my, behind the
Actually
scenes is
did
too
mentally
much. To...
associate also LQ with what Jala was saying at some points.
No. I can, yeah, like,
And with different things that
more
were
like
happening.
LQ with Tahu. Especially when he's like, Gally just tells too many jokes, and Leo is
That
just
was a G2
all over the
reference.
place, and
It totally
Kopaka
was.
sucks, and Pohatu's fine.
Fine.
And Batu's
That was what I was laughing so hard at that part.
I was
He's
like,
like,
oh.
so you say Pohatu is fine, because who can't like
Yeah,
a G1
Pohatu
Pohatu?
is-
I think that
Uh,
no one is able to dislike him. If
fine.
Kopaka's not able to properly dislike him, then no one can.
And I just love the body language, surprisingly, with how
Yeah,
limited
I
it
love-
is.
It's really
Overall,
surprising
they're
how
at really-
expressive just Flash animations can be in
I
terms
know,
of body
right?
language and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Given that
He
it's
really does a great job of characterization, too.
not only is it in that
'Cause,
2001 style, it's also not using any facial expressions and using Flash. So you wouldn't think you'd be able to express as much
Did
as
he
he's
use
able
Flash
to.
to
And he really
animate it?
does that masterfully and keeps to the style of Bionicle very much, to the point where
Yeah.
I'm willing to consider it, okay, that's part of my canon. That's
Yeah,
part of my canon
yeah.
now.
It makes so much sense.
Yeah, it fits right, like, in the time of Minogue.
Yeah.
It does. I can't imagine
I
that
I
having
love,
been
I
made
love
in 2001
two of my
as
favorite
promotional
characters were
material.
probably Kapura and Jala.
Oh, yeah.
I love how well he did Kapura perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Kapura was
Like-
so
'cause,
wonderful.
like,
It's like, what are you doing? Sitting.
See, Kapura is one of my favorite Bionicle characters just because of how
I
weird
agree
Yeah, I
with
he
like
that,
him
yes.
Like, I love in Mnog when he's like, when you had to go back to Vakama or something like that, and you're just standing there, he's like, hi! It's like, ah!
Yeah, there's...
There are several.
And the way he just, like, he takes... again, this is back to how somehow Minogue-style animation can get facial expressions out, even though so many of these faces are exactly
it's
the
just
same.
the body language, the
Like,
shape
you could
of
just
the
tell, like, this
eyes.
blank, dumb look on Kapura's
Yeah.
face.
Yeah, the look on Kapura's face, the look on Tahu's face so many times.
Yeah.
There were several.
He did use a bit more expression in, like, the eyes
Yeah.
than the original
Well,
animation.
Oh,
definitely.
yeah,
And
the
some
eyes,
parts were
yeah.
just like,
Hey.
okay, that didn't happen.
Not to reference our courtroom show, but The eyes have it.
Ford, no, we gotta cut that out. Ford, no one knows about the courtroom show.
I wasn't talking about
Okay,
that.
I
was
should.
talking
No one knows about
previous
that.
shows.
Glenda, please bleep out both mentions of that series. It doesn't exist
Okay,
yet.
then. Well,
We've already had
you
it.
could say,
We,
just cut that out, future editor person.
Is that me or you this time?
I'm going away tomorrow, so
Oh, okay.
You
so I'm
could
doing
say that
yeah.
the eyes have it. I'm sorry.
I don't get
this.
it.
I got it. It's like the eyes have it and the eyes have it.
Yeah. Aye.
I mean, I'm more of a
still
pun
don't get it.
person, so I get wordplays.
We
better.
discussed this the other
You
day.
know
I
what?
don't do
You know
puns.
what? We're gonna lead.
Another
we're gonna
thing
lead
that you and
Bossman
I
to
disagree on.
We're going to lead Bossman to becoming Tahu by the end of this episode. He's gonna get off this podcast. He's gonna be like, Ford just keeps on making dumb jokes, and Glenda's just fine.
Oh, but I also loved how Jala was in this, because I
Jala
feel
was
like he is
brilliant.
really
Oh,
true
yeah.
to Jala.
Yeah.
in
I
it.
love how he expresses the Matoran, not just in this, but also in his other animations. He does a great job of making it clear that the Matoran are not helpless. They're very capable.
Which is
very
why I hate his
good at what
voice
they
in The
do.
Mask of Light. That is not Jala's voice. See, Jala should have like a nice deep commander voice, even as a Matoran.
Seriously.
I don't know.
He should
I
not
think
sound like
Oh,
a
darn, there was a
5-year-old.
voice actor. I just had it. Okay, he needs to be voiced by Samuel L. Jackson.
when
No.
I know. Okay,
when
fine.
I was
No.
reading through like those lines though that he was giving Tahu when they were trapped in that little like space.
Should we
I
put a
thought
spoiler
like,
tag on
wow,
this?
like he was a really good Toa. Jala, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
that's just like so much foreshadowing in that one moment that like really I don't think was rather intended.
I don't think it was intended either, and I didn't notice it until you mentioned it just now, but now it kind of
He might have
makes
intended.
a
I mean,
huge
he's
amount of sense.
taking the character of Jala and all he knows about and putting it into this. So in a way, it had to have been somewhat intended.
Yeah, it's
Because
like-
think about it. It was only weeks after this in Bionicle canon that Jala would be a Toa.
Oh my goodness, you're right. Like maybe like a month or two, but
Yeah,
I
maybe
think
at
that
most.
There was
Wow.
like
The
month,
entire-
maybe as many as 4 months.
Still,
in between
not
the
as
Toa
not much
arriving
time
and-
either way.
That's
not much
crazy,
time,
now
especially
that I
for
think
someone with
about
like
it.
thousands of years of lifespan.
huh.
Span.
Yeah, that's wow. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's funny to think about. But the entire G1 story happened in a year.
Yeah. Well, more like 2. Cuz
Well, no, it confirmed it happened in a year. Like, from the time the Toa land to the time that Mananui defeats Makuta, I believe it's exactly
really?
a year.
Oh wow. I
Well,
thought it
I
was
suppose that the 2004
No, I thought it was a year
to
from when
2005 times.
to when Mananui was awakened.
Well, the thing
And
is,
then-
It might
and then
be.
it was a
I-
few
that might
months
be
has
right
an
later
for
issue
it.
with
that-
time where it just jumps back and forth in time. Like
Mm.
with 2004 and 2005, it jumped back in time, and also with Norik and his team.
Well, think about
also jumped
2007
back in
story.
time
That was
for
a few
that.
hours.
What about 2007?
2007 story was a few hours in Cardinui.
No, that's
about
Mari Nui. You must be talking about 2008.
Oh, 2008, yeah. 2008 in Cardinui, that was only a few hours, maybe a couple days
Wow.
at most.
It's crazy.
It's kind of mind-boggling.
But anyways, back to Jala for a second. My favorite moment in the whole thing, it just felt like really powerful, strangely, when he said, when Tahu says, but what if I don't trust enough? And Jala just says, then don't do it. It's like this like common sense thing where then that's what makes it so powerful, is it's the obvious answer to
And
the
don't do it,
whole
and
problem. Tahu. And it makes
It's kind of striking as, well,
It
in that
makes
case,
you-
don't do it.
hmm And again, it goes back to the whole idea of Destiny and Bionicle was they're in G1. It was never something totally written in stone, but the fact that it wasn't written in stone actually ended up making it come true. They followed their destiny just because that's them, not because it was just foretold that they do it.
That's
Well,
something
it
that I
kinda
both
was written in
appreciate
stone,
and am
and
kind of
the
weirded
great
out by.
telescope which looks at the red star, and it blinks sometimes, but it was written in stone.
For do you feel like you're parroting someone?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyway,
Oh,
first
just
off, the Great
forward
Telescope
charge.
is only semi-canon, if at best. And second off, I have another theory about all the stars. It's there being not all the stars, but certain stars being satellites.
That's
That
cool.
would be interesting.
Oh, right, I was going to say something
So
else.
you know the red
did
star
anyone else
is
watch
like-
the Liwa animation that the same guy did?
No, I did
I
not
have
watch
not,
any
but I've
others
seen
yet.
like
It was
bits
great.
of
It
We'll
had
go and
no
watch them
reading
later.
involved, but it was just an incredibly Liwa time. It was
Wait,
wonderful.
I recall a long
Oh,
time
is that
ago
with
seeing
the
a
cool
Leo animation.
music that I almost
the cool music.
forgot to listen to? Yeah, I really need to watch that whole thing.
Yeah, that had very 2001 music.
Oh, is it Liwa and the Rama?
Yes, that's the one.
Oh, I need to watch
Wait,
that
I
one.
did see this several years ago when they talked about it in BZP.
Yeah, it was. That was a moment where I was like, okay, I'm subscribing to this person, and this is now one of my favorite
Wait, no.
fan videos ever.
Never mind, it was published in March 21st, 2016. I must be thinking of something else that someone did with Liwa.
No, actually,
I mean, there's been a lot of
then
Minogue-style
this
projects.
person has done the things before. I think that this is a new channel, because I know that I have seen, or at least I saw, like a
Yeah,
year
he-
ago, the
So you think it was
Kopaka
He made a new
animation that he
channel.
did.
He made one that was specifically for animating stuff, and then one,
Okay,
like,
so this might have been
I
re-uploaded.
think that this is a re-upload, because he did it all at the same
Might
time.
be.
And because I know for a fact that I saw the Kovo one before.
I don't know, it has Liwa and the Rama on BZP, also posted 2016.
Huh. Well, in that case, that might just be a newer one. I don't know. The only one that I know isn't super new is the Kopaka one.
Also on TTV, Messboard in April. Yeah, it was made this year, it looks like.
Oh, that's cool.
I swear I saw something like this. Not that it's not original, but I feel like I definitely saw some Lee Coro-based animation type thing a few years ago.
That's
I
cool.
don't remember what it was, though.
I don't think that the Liwa one had Likoa in it at all, though.
Well, I mean, Lee Coro is in... Well, Lee Coro is the whole...
No, that's
province.
Liwahi. Likoa is the specific village.
No, I think it's
No,
the other way
it's-
around.
Wahi is the place.
No, Coro is the region.
Koro is the village, Wahi is the entire region.
Thank you.
I'm pretty sure it's the other way
Hold
around.
on, Bionicle.
Excuse me, do you have the
Wahi.
ultimate guide to Bionicle?
No, I have Biosector 01, which is better than
Well, I
anything,
have
especially
the
the
Wahi
ultimate
Bionicle
guide
is
to
the
Wiki.
Bionicle. It
region.
is written in stone, but
Okay, listen
actually
to
on
this.
paper.
Kowahi.
Printed
I
on
looked it
paper.
up. Kowahi, mountainous covered region of ice. Location of Kokobo, the village. So
Boom!
Kokobo's the
Okay,
village.
I was wrong.
It's okay.
I was certain that the Wahi was like the village.
Well,
Huh.
you're wrong.
Alright, I'm wrong. It's written there. Who am I to argue? This wasn't the Bionicle Wiki, was it?
No. Oh, wait, was it? I think it was.
Okay. Was it the Bionicle Wiki? Because then I deny it.
I can look
it's
it up
correct.
on Biosector 1.
Okay, we're good.
I'm pretty
Biosector
sure, right?
01.
I just don't trust the Bionicle Wiki. It's because of the Bionicle Wiki that I thought for 3 years Copeak was a girl.
Wait, what?
Nice.
I thought you'd heard this story. I've
Yeah,
I
told
have
it
not
before.
heard
I
this
heard
story. I'm sure that someone else
can
has
tell
seen
us.
this story.
Well, just for those who haven't heard, then, years and years ago, maybe 06, 07, 08, I was first just getting into the internet, and I was trying to find out who this Matoran character I've had for years was. Eventually found his Copeak, but someone had been messing with the Bionicle Wiki at the time, or something, and put down she instead of he.
Uh-oh.
Oh my.
So I thought for years that Copeak was a girl. Because I didn't know about the gender lock thing in Bionicle at the time. And that's why I don't trust the Bionicle Wiki, and many other reasons, like they don't use sources.
Okay.
Well then.
Anukowo, village of Earth. Going back to Anuwahi, region of Earth. That's on Biosector
Yeah,
1.
the Wahi is the region, Koro is the village.
All right. Huh.
And
Oh, they have a Generation 1
now-
and Generation 2 button now. I click on the Generation
Yes,
1
there
and it
is.
talks about Anuwahi. Generation 2, it talks about region of Earth.
that's always good.
That's cool. And it's a good way of doing it, too.
So let's get into some not cool things.
Oh, come
Such
on.
as, Lego's business decisions as of late.
Oh, yes.
So-
We're going to need to provide links in the description to what we're talking
Yes,
about, because
so,
otherwise we're going to sound like idiots.
I'm gonna have to find that Washington Post article, but I'll get to that later. I was talking about it before the podcast, but again, I get to it later. So LEGO reported their financial results for the first half year of 2016, and they got, 10 or 11% growth overall? But they had a 2% decline.
Wasn't it 3%?
2 or 3, something like that.
I should have the stats up
but
here.
They had a very, very small decline in the U.S. And it's simply...
it's 2%. 2%.
Yeah, 2%. A 2% milk decline in U.S.
As compared to 2015.
As compared to 2015. So, the same day, or maybe like the day after, early in the morning or something like that, an article came out on the Washington Post. And it said that the LEGO company was cutting back on marketing and other less than expected popular themes or something, as they put it. I don't even remember if they even put that in there, the less than expected popular themes or whatever, or lines or whatever. But they cut back to meet demand for many of their products. This included marketing and anything else really that they felt they needed to cut back on. So perhaps a lot of people are hypothesizing, and I'm not using theorize because that is not the proper use of the term. A lot of people are hypothesizing that Bionicle came back at the worst time ever because downsizing may have caused its downfall. What do you think of this?
I mean, I have not read the article like you have yet, so I don't want to read anything into it I may have not. But it does sound a lot like what we've been saying.
Yeah. It's not a full confirmation of what's been happening because again, we don't even know we don't even know what happened in the behind the scenes. But putting the pieces together, you can at least start that puzzle.
It's like when we're putting the pieces together.
Exactly. You can at least start building that set of what happened.
Yeah.
And this,
you know what would have been the best time to bring Lego Bionicle back? If it would have brought back just before the Lego movie. That would have been the best time to bring it back. Because, Lego was selling everywhere then, and a lot of people would have bought Bionicle then, even, because certain sets were even selling out. And that would be a good time for Bionicle not to be the most popular, because then people would buy it for their kids, and their kids would get introduced to this theme, and they'd start collecting it.
I think, maybe it would have been, maybe before Bionicle came, or before the Lego movie came out, or maybe during that time. Actually, no.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
No, before
in that general
the Lego movie.
I mean, just
within
before
that general
it came
time frame, but not after the Lego movie came out, because that would have
just around the
that would have given them the time to maybe, instead of putting in a G1 reference, to put in a G2 reference.
Maybe they should have put in both.
No, the G1 reference has to stand.
I liked the G1 reference.
I mean, I like it too, but to promote your current lines...
Well, they weren't really promoting current lines in that
statement.
They weren't actually.
Wasn't Fabu Land in there?
Yeah, but that doesn't count.
By the way, I'm sorry, there's no Galador representation in that movie.
Actually, the thing I really liked about that segment in the movie was that it had themes from several different times, so it was not dated. If it had done only...
Was Exoforce in that one?
No.
I think that it had...
No.
I know it had some...
Well, Ninjago was in it. Guys.
Ninjago wasn't in the...
That was a theme that everyone knew, but it also
sequence.
had much older themes. I'm pretty sure it had a castle theme that had been around when I was much younger. And I appreciated the fact that they weren't doing it all from the same time, because if it had, it would have looked very, this was from this time period. But it looked much more, this is the spread of Lego.
This is what we're marketing right now-ish, instead of this is a movie on its own with some marketing to it-ish. Does that make sense?
Well, no, she meant, if they took them all from the same period of years, even if they weren't out anymore. There's more variety in it.
Exactly.
This way.
Yeah. But still, they could have at least, given it some promotion. Like they did with Star Wars.
I mean, Exoforce did get a nod in Ninjago this year.
It was supposed to be a spread, not, hey, look at these sets that we have.
Yeah.
You wanna buy them?
I mean, like, at that point, you could have just put in, like, the map of Okoto
Can we put
somewhere.
a Rock Raider monster in Lego Movie 2?
Was what?
A Rock Raider monster in Lego Movie 2. Those ugly chunks of plastic.
Oh, yeah, with the what's it called? They had a mouth, and then they also had, the catapult arm, didn't they?
No. They did. I don't think they had
No,
any
you're talking
moving
about the
parts. I'm
Rock
not
Raiders
sure.
monsters, right?
Yeah, Rock
didn't
Raiders
they have
monsters.
a catapult arm?
The Power Miners.
I'm not talking about Pyro
Rock monster.
Miners.
But those did have catapult arms, though.
Yeah, I know. I thought I saw some video that gave, that said that they had...
I never got involved with Rock Raiders. I was only involved with the Power Miners.
Yeah, I never got involved in Rock Raiders either, but it was a thing.
But again, like, this whole thing with Lego downsizing, like, maybe Bionicle did come back at the worst time. It makes sense.
It did not. I know for a fact it did not come back at the best time.
Well, yeah, obviously it didn't come back.
I don't know because there's obviously still times ahead, and maybe future times would have been even worse for it to come back. But it did not come back.
Ford, I'm looking at...
No, Ford, this is a very shaky time for toys in general.
I don't know, Ford. This doesn't look like it's a catapult arm. At least it might move.
I don't know
but
at this point. But, like, this is a very shaky time for toys in general. Because, you know, the advent of the iPad or iPhone or any digital device.
Well, the strange thing is Lego is doing better than ever.
True. But how long is that going to last? I don't want to, like, I don't want to be the doomsayer here, but nothing lasts forever, and success doesn't last forever, and this is only the start.
I think the reason Lego is... I think, actually, the advent of video games is doing well for Lego, because Lego is a type of toy that is so outside of what you can do digitally that it still has this attraction to it that kids need.
I mean, the thing that I like about it that keeps me from getting into other toy lines, like, say, Transformers, is that you can do anything with what you have. Like, you don't have to settle with, like, one character. Like, I got, for those who are in the know about Transformers and stuff, I got Titans Return Blur a few weeks ago.
I really know one Blur.
And I really like Blur. And he's a good figure. But at the same time, it's like, I can't do anything else with Blur except have him be Blur, as well as his little head dude.
Oh, that's the Headmaster Blur.
Yep.
Right, I forgot about that. My problem is I'm stuck in a G1 setting to protect myself from Reformers.
I don't know. I think
Ford hates G1 Transformers.
And I like his voiced by literally the fastest talking person at the time.
That's what I love about it. And then for animated in 2008, they got his son to play him.
Are you serious? I've never wanted to watch Transformers animated before, but I really want to now.
Oh, it's a great show. No matter what people say about it. But
you have me.
I really like that figure, but there's nothing else I can do with it besides have that figure. I can't say strip it for parts and use it in other things. Although the head you can put on any figure and you can like swap the heads, but that's beside the point. That's the only thing you can do with it. I can't like take his arm and put it on like a Bionicle figure or something like that. No, that's not how it works. I can't just switch his arms with somebody else because there's transformation parts and such. So I like Lego more because you can do more with the parts. You can modify it to your liking without having to use extensive tools.
You can do pretty much anything you like with the parts.
Exactly.
If you can't literally connect them, you can just glue them together.
And like
No. Let's take a step back here. No true Lego fan glues parts.
Okay, I do not actually glue parts. I do not
except for Will Ferrell.
Gluing or cutting parts. Actually, for
I thought
the
idea was Will Ferrell wasn't a true Lego fan.
That I cut up a mask just for a dramatic picture. And I was really sad about that because I just found the mask crushed. I actually fixed it since then.
I'm more okay with cutting parts than gluing them.
Yeah, I have not glued any parts to my recollection. Closest I've ever gotten is painting my mask.
I think
I used to have an issue with painting masks, but I'm pretty fine with painted masks at this point.
The only real time I've cut parts, actually no, I've cut parts twice. Once I cut the helmet from Furno XL, the Brain Attack one.
Oh, that's the ear factor. So you can do whatever you want with a Furno.
Well, I cut like parts of the helmet. There's like this like weird like the chin flaps or whatever. I cut it so that it could fit onto a regular size figure with better than it would on a on just having it on an XL size figure. And then I did it again with
you should show me this
some
for helmet. I enjoy seeing
four-length shells, 4-length CCBS shells, so I could make like a custom body for my 2 mask maker mocks.
Oh, I do.
Wait, you cut?
Oh, I remember that one.
You cut the CCBS shells for
yeah,
those?
I had to in order to fit
chat,
room
right?
for both the gearbox as well as
I think
to
he made
keep
those while I
that
was
color
away.
in the torso.
You might have been away
and
for
it works
that.
really well.
You posted it in chat.
Yeah, I posted them there. It helps with light piping, which you know I love.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the point. Like, I love Lego. You can modify it and stuff. And I feel like for the money, even though Lego is rather expensive compared to, like, to Transformers, I feel it's...
The Death Star.
I feel it's relatively less expensive for
Death Star.
for like the normal retail sets, not the Death Star. I'm not counting the Death Star.
The price definitely has went up
like,
a bit, but
Titan's Return Blur, $18. He is the size of a Protector, which is $10.
And you cannot scrap Blur for parts except for his head.
Exactly. I feel like
we don't have too much time to go on this.
$10 Protector set because I love the mask. I love the weapon, whatever weapons they have. I love that it has a really unique body type. And the parts. Oh, the parts are great. I could do so much with it. So I think in the future, like, if I really want a Transformers figure, sure, maybe I'll get one. But Lego is my priority, and it always will be.
I'd also like to add something to that. Lego is one of those things where I know that there are tons and tons of people who are crazy good at it, and a heck of a lot better than I am at it. I'm a very, very, very amateur mockist. Though, it's one of the few things where I'm like, I'm okay with that, because I'm able to do what I want with it. And I'm happy with being able to do what I want, even if I'm not able to do crazy, insane, whatever those things are. Then I'm still able to get across what I want to get across. It's like being... Actually, it's very much like being an artist. Even if I'm not able to perfectly depict something in a drawing, I'm still able to get across what I want to. It's very much like that with Legos.
See,
exactly.
I'll admit, I rarely ever build mocks just because I like collecting sets so much.
Well, I mean, most sets in my house
I like building mocks because it allows me to express my own creativity in ways that I really don't know how to. Like, I can't really draw. Does, and it although I can make a
more creativity, like with the...
I can make a mean stick figure, man.
What I end up doing is making videos.
That's a good thing to do, and I kind of want to do that in the future. Actually, LQ, the thing is, with the bunch of parts that you got me, I've been experimenting with different ways to put different parts together, and it's actually boosted my creativity a lot, and I'm like, I didn't know I was able to do this.
Have you experimented?
I'm glad that
Brenda?
extra 50 cents went far.
When you experiment with illegal techniques, the world of mocking just opens up to you.
Illegal techniques like painting masks and strapping parts onto yourself mock with rubber bands?
You experiment with illegal techniques, the world opens
up to you. No, I'm talking
like
officially recognized illegal techniques. Like using
like things that we have specifically laws written for?
Yeah. There's like a pictorial guide and everything. You can find it somewhere. But like there's never put like a lightsaber sized pin in a axle hole. Because that's illegal.
But I do that all the time.
That's illegal.
That's illegal.
Yeah.
LQ, use a rebel.
I do that. That's like one of my main mocking things.
Apparently, it's. I'm pretty sure it's illegal. I'm not.
Okay, you need to show us where this rule book is. Because I'm gonna look through it.
I feel like I have a Ninjago set that does that though, Ford.
Yeah. Wait. What set?
I can't recall.
Is it a newer set?
But I believe it's out there. I feel like it's almost a first gen set,
really?
First wave set.
I don't know. I
don't
might
know.
Be wrong.
I can't recall for certain. It's just me speculating.
I'm a little fuzzy on it all.
I mean, it fits so well in an axle hole.
I'm a little fuzzy on it all.
I just impaled the side of Akimu's foot to test it, and it works fine.
I've
Again,
occasionally
I'm
done that
fuzzy
before. I
on
could
it
find
all,
no
but you can
mocking
find it
use for it, so
somewhere.
I kind of don't do that anymore.
Yeah. I don't know. When you start experimenting with illegal techniques or techniques that you kind of come up with yourself, it's like the whole world of mocking just opens up to you in all one fell swoop, and then you lose all your creativity on making a Makutamok. Like you just bleed all of your creativity into this Makutamok, and you're like, okay, I'm done for the year.
Well, the thing is, if someone
Hey, look,
suggests
that guy has
something
a
to me,
design. I'm gonna copy it.
well, the thing
Do
about
that.
Lego is you can see someone's technique and say, "Huh, that's cool. I'm gonna try something like that. Except I'm gonna do this with it." Or, that's an interesting idea. What would have happened
Alright, I
if
think
they'd gone a
we've
different
rented
direction?
on long enough about the uses of Lego. I'm pretty sure most people listening already know.
They already
So-
know that Lego is the best toy ever.
It's not a toy, Ford. It's an interlocking brick
But
system.
we get it at the toy store.
I don't.
Well, it has an age suggestion.
That's a suggestion.
They
They
have
have
to
to
put
put
that
that
there.
on there.
Well,
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. That was a quote.
it has vibrant colors, and adults don't like vibrant
I don't
colors.
like the vibrant colors.
Unless
Or-
they have taste.
I love the Metro era, where they had, like, grays and dark colors.
Okay, how about this? It's a compromise between the two of them. It's not a toy. It's an experience.
It is.
No,
No.
that makes it sound way too enthusiastic.
It is enthusiastic.
You're supposed to be enthused about it.
Yeah!
But I don't want to be an enthusiast.
Why?
That
You already are. You collect sets. That makes you an enthusiast.
I have to rethink my life.
Don't worry, IQ. It's gonna be okay.
Alright. Let's get to the game.
Oh, man.
Glenda, you didn't tell me what game you're doing
Oh,
today.
surprise.
Oh, I thought I was doing the game because I was gonna do it last week and then that didn't happen.
Yeah, that's why I said you didn't tell me what game you're
Alright, I
to
was
do
going to
today.
do the quote game because I'm lazy.
Alright, the quote game it is.
Okay, do I have to explain it or does everyone know how it works so far?
We know how the
I
quote
think the
game
quote
works.
game is pretty self-explanatory, but real quick, Glenda will say a quote from somewhere in Bionicle. We guess from where it's from. We may be right, we may be wrong. If we're right, we get a point.
And if
The current score is LQ at 22, Glenda at 12, Ford at 32, Leo at 26, who will stay there until he's off mic probation, Mace at 5, Luris at 4. Guessed at 5.
Well, I can't believe I've...
Guessed at 5 sounds like, when you say it really fast, like messed up version of testify.
Okay, and this time I wrote down all the
Justify.
names for the things that it came from, so I don't have the embarrassing experience I did last time of, well, I think that's the right one, I just don't remember that name for
Oh.
it.
I don't remember that.
You might not have been there for that one, I'm not sure. I remember Ford
Well, there's
got
only
annoyed
one
at me
episode
for
that
it,
could have
though.
been then.
No, wait, you were there.
I think it was Bossman who got annoyed.
It sounds like me to be the one who gets
Yes.
annoyed.
I remember that both you, Ford, and LQ were there. So, and I remember someone got
You?
annoyed.
Who's
including
this
myself.
you?
It's you.
Glenda, there's 3 of us here, and you said you, Ford, and LQ. Are you all right?
No, I'm Glenda.
Is there someone behind
There's-
me or something?
No, I'm
Like,
Glenda. I'm
You,
not alright.
Ford, and LQ.
Did someone join me?
No. You, comma, Ford, comma, and LQ.
Is this like that ever
Oh,
popular
as in
classic You and I
me.
and George?
Yes.
Me.
You,
She's
Ford.
talking about me, Ford.
Not as in addressing
But
an
she said
invisible
Ford,
other person
too.
in the room.
Let's just start the game.
Okay.
You.
Okay, first quote.
And I and George
Went
went strolling
through the park one day.
All right.
Sorry.
All right.
Can I actually say the quote now? By the way, you and I and George
Yeah.
is not the quote. I only thought you would want to know why 'tis you have to die.
on?
I remember this. Krika. No, is his name Krika?
It is not Vezon, it is Krika.
Darn it!
Yes!
I did not expect you to
That
get
is
that.
from... Oh, wait. More. That is from the comic during the initiative. I believe it's called Something of the Swamp?
Secrets of
no.
the Swamp.
Secrets of the Swamp.
No.
I don't remember the name of the comic
But
then. I
it's-
barely remember the names of any
Is it
comics.
from a book?
It's
No, it's from a comic.
Oh, it is from...
Honestly, I think that's really close enough.
Into the darkness, no.
All right, if that's close enough, can I get another point?
Yes, you do. It is from Bionicle Comic 7, Realm of Fear, Swamp of Shadows.
Realm of
There
Fear.
was swamp in the title.
Ah.
Yes,
Darn
I
it.
had expected that to be harder.
Oh, no, that's one of my favorite quotes in Bionicle. Well, not quotes, but more of like his whole monologue. That's one of my favorites.
Well, Crick is like my favorite Makuta ever. So I really want to
has
quote
an
from
interesting
him.
design. Like he's got a very interesting character design to me.
Visually or...
Visually.
I was thinking you meant like emotionally, because he's a very interesting character. He's also interesting visually, though. But
yeah, I also like his character is cool too. Like he's the kind of one he's almost like at least to me, he seemed like the sympathetic Makuta.
Well, he
I wouldn't
was the
say
one
sympathetic,
who was...
but more reluctant. No, the thing is, he believes everything he says too. He's just like it's hard to explain
Or maybe
it.
The thing
like
is, Cricket to me is
he's
about a
not
heartbreaking
evil.
character, because
He seems like more of the caring
because of
one.
just what he is and what he knows.
Well, he's not really caring. He's still evil. He's still
but,
murdering
like,
people to
he
advance.
feels
what
like
he-
it feels like it matters more to him than the other Makuta.
Like, he's thinking
I mean,
stuff
still,
through
but
to
still, just because someone's a bit more
Yeah.
guilty about killing people doesn't
But
make
like at
them
one point, he's like
sympathetic.
he's
in
talking to
my eyes.
Gally, and if I remember this correctly, she's just stop me if I'm getting it wrong, which you're probably going to stop me like 1 second in. Like he's telling Gally like, oh, like you're better than them. Get out of here because I don't want to kill you.
Well, no, I don't think he says that. If
Yeah.
I'm right,
What the-
because
yeah.
the quote Quentin had was just after he talked to Gally.
No, he offered...
just-
the first thing that he did was saying, I'm doing something that no other Makuta ever does. I'm offering you pity. Go away. Fast. You don't
Yeah, he's
deserve
like,
what's
get
gonna
out here
happen.
because I don't want to kill you. So
I don't want to kill
now.
you. You don't deserve what's going to happen.
Yeah,
You don't
like
want to open that
you're
codex.
smarter than all those.
I want you
bozos.
to leave.
Get out of here. Like
You would have
that's
made
what he
a good
does.
Makuta. You're
Alright,
too
yeah, I
clever to
recall
be
that now.
Toa.
And that's why I like his character because he's like
He is...
like you're too good. I don't want to kill you. Leave.
All right, let's get to the next quote.
Okay. Everyone who thinks this is a bad idea, scream at the top of your lungs.
Liwa?
I don't know.
No.
No, it's not Liwa. Although, it would... Actually, imagining any
It's not
character do
Vezon,
this
is
is
it?
really funny.
Is it Congo?
No.
Is it Vizon?
Actually, imagining Kopaka say it is really funny.
Is it Vizon?
No, it's not Vezon.
I know it's not Vezon. I recognize like 90% of
Brutaka.
his quotes.
No.
It's a snarky-ish reply. It has to be a
Yeah, I
snarkier
know.
character.
It can't be Axon.
No,
Nah.
Axon would never say something like that.
I think of his voice from the Jollar animations. Everyone who thinks this is a bad idea, scream at the
That's
top
just
of your lungs.
stupid.
Oh, I could see him saying it in Jala
Oh, yeah.
videos.
But no, I did not get any quotes from the Jollar
Everybody who
animations, although it
thinks
was
this
funny.
It could be.
This is bad.
It's not Pohatu.
No, it
is
is not Pohatu.
It doesn't sound like any of the Metru or not the Nuva.
It has to be from one. Is it from one of the serials?
Yes, it
Oh,
is.
okay, that helps.
It's not from Federation of Fear.
No.
Is it from the Kingdom? No.
No.
Is it from Reign
No,
of Darkness?
this is-
No. Are you just guessing randomly?
No.
Or don't you mean? Isn't it Reign of Shadows?
Whatever. Yesterday
I
Quest?
can't even pay the situation.
Yesterday Quest? I don't even own that book. No.
That's not a book. It's a
That's
serial.
not a book. The serial that was never finished.
One of them.
Oh shoot! No, it's not a serial. I'm sorry. It's one of the books. I thought you meant serial as in series of books. I'm sorry. I got mixed up. Sorry, guys. Darn it! I knew I was gonna
Well, I
mess
was
up
in
on
the totally
something.
wrong set of
There we go.
characters. It's not one of the Praka, is it?
It is one of the Paraka.
Oh, fuck.
Yes.
Radak.
Darn it!
It is
Radak?
Radak.
Darn it!
Yes.
Shadow Play.
No.
Or Power Play.
No.
Shadow Play.
Shadow Play. It's like a puppet show.
Island of Awful Things.
Legacy of Evil.
Yes, it's from Legacy.
Darn it!
I was looking forward to that.
Yes,
point.
That's the one with the Praka backstory, right?
Yes.
That's the one with the backstory of the Praka, isn't it? Yes. That's a good one. That's a really
good one. Actually, I love all of these quotes. Okay. Okay, everyone ready for the next quote?
Yep.
Okay. Because we have enjoyed peace for so long, it's also easy to forget that life is fragile.
Okay, this is definitely Motunui era.
Vakama.
No, it is not Vakama.
No comma.
No. Comma.
Jala?
No. No.
No, it's not
No
Jala.
comma?
It's not Jala, no.
No comma.
No comment.
Darn it.
Is it any of the Traga?
No.
That's a stupid question. I shouldn't ask ones like that.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have answered that either.
Maku?
Let's see. Who is enjoying
No.
It can't be anyone on Boy and New. We can automatically rule out anyone on Boy and New.
They kind of had it horrible.
They kind of didn't enjoy peace for so long.
Was it Holly?
No, it was not Holly.
Was it Takua?
No.
Takua says like nothing outside of the Mask of Light.
Takua.
Oh, he says, "Who are you?" a lot.
What? Who are you? What's going on here?
What is your role in this village?
Why are you running away? Why is your house on fire?
Maku is pregnant. Oh, wait. Oh, jeez. Where did that come from?
Oh, my. Oh, watch the Monog Gone Crazy.
Yes,
Let's please.
Oh, it's magical. It's
trying to be a good little ship ninja over here.
I don't know.
Ship, mind you,
it's
not.
got to be Mana era.
Galley.
Kinda by pointing out, you make it worse. Anyways.
No, not Galley.
I'm trying not to get shouted at again because Mal rubs it in my face enough anyway.
It's not Galley.
It's not Galley, no.
Darn it.
It wouldn't be any of the Mata because they just got there.
Well, what if it's one of the Nuva?
Still. They didn't enjoy peace when they were there.
They did for a while.
They
while
did
they
for
were
a bit
rebuilding
after
their
the
villages.
Bullock Swarms.
Yeah.
Liwa?
Okay.
Liwa? Really?
Liwa.
No.
Darn it. I feel like that's the thing that he might say.
I mean, it is a thing that he might say, but he did not say it.
I don't know. I don't know.
I feel like it's just like a really easy question, but we're all being stupid, so we don't know the answer. Forget it.
I'm just trying to think of any period in Bionicle where they've enjoyed peace
Forget
for a
it.
long time.
I'm done. Let's do it.
Okay, I'll cue. You ready?
Yep.
Okay, I cheated a little on this one. This is from the 2015 Comic 2 Battle of the Mask Makers. This was Uganu. This was Uganu and / Agara.
I knew I recognized it somewhere.
This is while they were on Ikimu's airship. In case you don't know, this is the Protector of Ice / the Protector of Jungle, but I think that... I'm pretty sure it was actually the Protector of Jungle talking, but the person who was writing it mixed up the word bubbles, so...
Well, I knew
so
G2
one
would be
person
more
finished the other one's
forgettable,
sentence,
I didn't think
so
I'd
I
forget
think
it
that
this
was
quickly.
just
Because we only read it once, and we're like, oh, we're done, we've seen it.
Which
No, I
is
read it,
exactly
like, 3 times,
why
actually.
I chose this quote.
Wow, that's... Oh,
Technically,
that's a
it's not
stinker,
on-
man. That was a good one.
Thank you.
That was a good one.
Was that the
No,
last
I've
one?
got one
We're
more.
running out of time anyways. Okay, let's quickly do this one more. It's
Okay.
gotta be a lightning round, though.
Okay.
sorry.
Did you? Don't be stupid. You'll only end up killing yourself and making a mess for the rest of us to clean up.
Rutaka.
Okay? No.
Oh, I know it was... I don't want to give forward hints where I'm going, but it's one of Vezon's handlers, I believe.
One of Vezon's handlers? No.
Yes.
I don't think so, no. Unless you...
It's definitely like Order of Motunui Dark Hunter type people. They're the ones that talk like this. We don't have much time left.
I don't know.
Ford? Was it one of the Praka again?
Is that too generic, or can I actually say that? You know it is lightning round. No, it is not.
Okay. Is it from a serial, not a book?
No, it is not from a cereal.
Darn it, I was going to say Tacadox.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I give up. We gotta end this.
This is Kopaka.
Darn it!
From Chronicles One Tale of the Tahu, referring to one of Pohatu's plans.
No wonder it just sounds a bit different. You know, those first few books by
a different
Kathy Hapka
person.
Sound a bit different.
Yep. I'm sorry, those
so I'll
two
give
were...
Glenda a point for that. I made
last
up to
two were
26,
actually
Glenda up to
trick
13,
questions.
Ford to 32. Ford, I'm gaining on you. I'm now tied with Leo. I'm making my way up.
It might go all the way.
No, he will not, because I need to.
Okay, so I think actually, LQ got 2 points and I got 2 points.
I got more than 2 points that
Oh.
round. You got 2 points, yes.
No, wait a
But
minute.
I got
Hold on a minute.
I got,
you got
2 points
for
the first
getting
round.
the
I got another one right.
location and person for Krika and in Bionicle Comic 7. And for getting
I also got
Radak.
another one. Didn't
but
I got Radak.
Vidac.
Is that
sorry.
it?
I thought that was
I don't
it.
remember how many I had before.
I don't know
Any-
if you got Legacy.
Thank you for
I think
watching
did
this
get
episode
Legacy.
of Bionicle Commentary Central. If you'd like to send us a question or comment about the show, please email us at bioniclecomedycentral@gmail.com. And please, as always, like, comment, and subscribe. Leave a comment, as said. I'm now remembering I should specify about what you've heard in this video below. And share it with your friends and other people in the community and spread the word about our podcast.
Alright.
No one else has anything to say.
Yes, I do, actually.
Alright, so...
Spread the word.
Wait,
that
shouldn't we
Lego
say
is
something
the
about our
best
attack
and-
ads?
Yes.
Oh, yes. I plan to release more of those, too. Leo has told me to challenge you to think critically
Yes,
about
analyze them.
Interpret that any way you
Analyze
want.
them critically.
And send us feedback.
So, for Ford, Glenda, and myself, LQ, we thank you for watching, and we'll see you
Goodbye.
on the next episode.
Have a good one.